This short video clip is to show how the throttle correlator mechanism works in the Schweitzer 300. This is the throttle cable, and that's connected directly at the other end to the throttle butterfly in the fuel control unit. As we open and close the throttle control, you can see how the linkage works, and the throttle cable is moving both ends, and of course is opening and closing the throttle butterfly in the fuel control unit. If you'd like to watch the cable as we raise the collective, you'll see the throttle cable is moving, opening the throttle, and you're now looking at effectively the correlator. The correlator is effectively the geometry of the mechanism. You can see the collective is pivoted at the back here, and the distance between that and the position of the throttle, the linear distance, is absolutely crucial to the functioning of the correlator. If that distance is not set correctly, the correlator is not particularly effective. At the moment, the throttle control as we raise and lower the collective is not moving because we've got more or less full throttle friction. We're just going to remove the throttle friction and gently raise the collective a little bit and just watch how the throttle control closes. Now that is undesirable, and that will prevent the correlator working. So we want to put sufficient friction on the collective to stop the throttle control moving. So as we raise the collective now, you see it's still moving, so there isn't sufficient friction on the throttle. We apply more friction and try again, and that's better. And it may be that you need virtually full throttle friction for the throttle control not to work. However, however much friction you have, you want to make sure that you can still open and close the throttle control without any problems. In this particular aircraft, we've got virtually full throttle friction, and we can still open and close the throttle control quite satisfactorily. At the back here, we've got the over travel spring, which we use to override the throttle correlator when we do engine off landings. And if we close the throttle with the spring depressed and raise the collective, just watch the throttle cable, and as we raise the collective, you'll see the throttle is not opening. So by holding the throttle closed against the over travel spring, we're effectively overriding the throttle correlator.